Hey guys, welcome back. I hadn't planned on making a third video tonight, but
just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
So in this video, I'm going to be showing you a new way to make money that's going to completely and utterly invalidate any other form of making rupees in this game. However you are making rupees right now is now the slow method. I don't care what method it's now the slow method. Because this is the new fast method. It is the new fastest method, and will be better than anything else that exists at the moment, or theoretically is going to be better than anything else we could come up with, unless we find a 1 to max rupees glitch. Now to do this, we're going to be combining two glitches, and I'll be going over what they're called and the respective credits as we come to them in the video. Moving on to the requirements, you have a couple different options for this. You can either heavily prep beforehand, you can slightly prep beforehand, or you can do no prep beforehand. That's entirely up to you and how much money you want to make at one time. So for the actual required items, you need to find whatever item it is you want to sell. I'm going to be using diamonds, and as you can see, I've done a bit of heavy prep before this for the sake of time. So you pick just whatever items you want to sell, and you can choose up to 5 different items to do this with. So once you have all of those, the next thing you're going to need is a horse. Just any horse. Preferably have it registered to you, so that way it's not going to walk away because you're going to want it to stay in place for you. And then you'll want to ideally come anywhere that has a shop or a vendor NPC that you can sell items to, and that also has a bit of a high up ledge or platform that you can jump off of onto your horse. That's going to be very, very important for this. I'm just using Lookout Landing, as you can see. Nice and simple. Anybody at any point can come here and replicate it step for step. So on to the steps. The first glitch that we're going to be performing is called Hold Smuggling. And this was discovered by Ryan, Nango, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, and Maz. And to perform this, we're going to, you don't need the horse to do this, but the horse is required for the second part, so we will be using the horse. So what you want to do is hold down R, and then select any weapon or any item to throw. It does not matter. And then you want to jump down onto your horse and then press plus a little bit before you land on it. And now in your inventory, you're going to hold at least one of every item that you want to sell. So if you want to say I wanted to sell all 5 of these, I would hold 1 of each. If I only wanted to sell these 2 items, I could hold 2 of these, I could hold 3 of this and 2 of that. Just whatever combination of items that you want to sell, hold at least 1 of them right now. For the sake of this video, I'm just going to be using diamonds. Now once you're holding however many of however much you want to hold, you're going to press minus, go to the adventure log, and we're going to load up 1 memory. Don't need to watch it. As always, you can press X and plus to skip it. We just need to load it up once so we can skip our game forward by 1 frame. So now once that's done, press plus. And now we want to re-hold the exact same items that we were holding. I'm not sure if the order is important, but I would play it safe and I would grab them in the same order. So if you held like this, grab them like this again. So I'm going to grab my 5. And then we're going to press B, and we're going to land on the horse. And you should see the items that you were holding are now going to hit the ground, and they're just going to blow around with the wind. We want that. That's good. So Hold Smuggling is now done. So next we want to take our horse, and we're going to ride over to the shop. And now what you need to do is hold down R to throw again, and we're going to pull out any old item. And this is just going to allow us to get into the talk option. So hold down ZL to target, talk, and you may need to do a side quest before you can sell to this NPC. I don't remember. Just be aware of that. You're going to go to buy my stuff, And then we're going to scroll to the item or items that we're holding, and you'll see them all selected in blue. So once you get here, this is where the second glitch starts. Or, not so much starts, but this is where the second glitch comes into full swing. And that's called vendor scamming. And credits for discovering this go to NX721, Moz, and Nongo. Again, not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Once we're in this menu, like I said, we just want to select our item, go down to sell all of them, and you'll see that they're going to ask if you want to sell the original total that you had before you started holding. We're going to press yes, and now if you look at our inventory, you'll see that we now have a -5 for our amount of diamonds. Once that's sold, if you were holding other items, then you can go through and you can sell all for each of those items. And then once you're finished with that, just press P. Go back through the dialogue. She'll ask you if you want to sell again. Buy my stuff. And then you'll see that everything that we just sold is now back. So then once again, I'm going to go in, sell it all. Yes. And then just back out, skip the dialogue, and then you just repeat this. And depending on how much you prepared beforehand, if you duped up some extra diamonds, or if you just went in with a couple, but if you duped up enough of them like I did beforehand, then in a matter of literally minutes, you'll be sitting here at maximum rupees. And that's it. That's all there is to it. Now you know how to perform the most powerful money glitch in this game. And that likely ever will be found in this game. Because this is really hard to top in terms of efficiency. And then once you finish selling everything, because those items aren't gone, we're not going to lose those items. We're just going to jump off, and then you'll see as soon as we get back on the ground, we're now holding those items that we originally pulled out in the air. So you just drop those, pick them up, and then back in my inventory, I still have all 300 of my diamonds, and am now at max rupees. So there you go. Now for those of you who stuck around and didn't click off as soon as you saw my shop menu open up and all my items were still there, I have a surprise third glitch for you. This one is called Hold Smuggle Duplication, and the credits for discovering this go to Nongo and Moz. Now, the steps are going to work similarly to what we just did, with a few slight exceptions. The first one, namely being that whatever item you want to duplicate, you cannot have more than 5 of it. And we can duplicate up to 21 in any isolated area, but if you were to pair it with dispenser storage, then you would be able to dupe as many as you wanted, like with the other duplication methods that use dispenser storage. So, like I said, same steps. We're just going to hold our item, jump down to the horse, pause, going to hold whatever we want to duplicate. We're going to go into our log, we're going to watch one memory, skip over, rehold the items, back out, and now what we're going to do is hold R1, we're going to select those items, and we're going to throw them on the ground. And we can just keep on doing that until we've thrown all 5. And then when you hop down, those ones that desynced and were rolling around will drop. And you just drop those on the ground, pick it all up, and now you've got 10. So if you wanted to redo this up to 21, then you can drop your extras that you have over 5, reperform, and then so on and so forth. But that's just a little special surprise glitch for the ones who stuck around. But that's going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed, do me a favor and like the video. And if you want to see more like this, subscribe to the channel.